first got there, I considered it was going to be difficult to defend if it came up to the back, just because we couldn't see anything because of the trees and stuff. So we were basically fighting it blind when it came upon us. So we went down the back of the property, laid a hose line out and started assessing out the back, checking, and that's then we saw the fire start coming up through the grasslands at the back, quite high intensity. We started retreating back, and that's when we sort of advised the residents that it was then too late. Originally it looked like there was time, but when we sort of saw the fire come up that way, when we realised that they couldn't make a safe exit, so we asked them to get out and hop in the car with us. As you can see, the smoke came in a lot thicker, so it wasn't going to be safe for her to drive out in a panic state. And then the neighbours on the other side of the road were just starting to exit, and the smoke was coming in pretty thick. Took them out of their car and put them in their house, which was a brick house away from the fire front, keep them safe while the fire passed. They were pretty freaked out. They didn't get a lot of time to prepare. So a lot of people might look at it and see that the residents were leaving too late. They weren't prepared, but the residents did everything that they were asked of. And then when plans changed because the conditions changed, they had changed with us. By the time we got there and did the initial size up, it was probably only about 5 or 10 minutes tops before it came through. It was really, really windy and dry. Obviously that's a pretty ominous thing when you know that there's fire coming up. The wind sort of played on the mind a bit, that this could go far and fast. Some of the guys on the truck, they were very gutted that, we didn't save the house. As much as I probably thought deep down when we first got there, we weren't going to be able to easily save it. They got in and had a good go at saving it. Pretty much the main focus is our safety. If we get home safe at the end of the day, that's the goal. Nothing's achieved or won by not being safe. I went back probably a week later when the fires hadn't completely gone out. It was just interesting to look at some of the houses. Just how some were untouched and some were destroyed. I just was focused on what we had at hand. I knew that the house we had was pretty hard to defend because the construction had trees all around it. We couldn't stand at the back and defend because there was nowhere safe to stand and we were up against it.